The moment where Isagi became the best in Blue Lock. This all started during the Japan U20 football game, where it was Itoshi Sai versus Itoshi Rin. Rin kicks the ball from Sai, and Isagi saw through it all and went to Aitu's blind spot and shot the ball, and with that, Team Blue Lock won, and Isagi vowed to lead Japan to win the World Cup. He became Blue Lock's heart right then and there. But there's even more. Just like in this third selection where everybody joined under the best strikers in the world and Isagi chose his idol, Noel Noah. Isagi is teammates with the returning Kunidami and a man just as strong as the prodigy Itoshi Sai, and that man is Kaiser. The game of Germany versus Spain, and let's just say, ultimately, Isagi just got jumped this whole game. Kaiser and his team was decimating. Then Isagi got fucked by Kunidami. Isagi was still worth 17 million with an assist. This was all nothing as Isagi was still replaceable. But in the Bastard München vs Mannheim City match, everything changed. In the very beginning of the match, Isagi was still trying to adapt to the situation that he's in by himself. He was also analyzing Kaiser's every move. After some short time, Chidori destroys Isagi and scores a goal. Isagi then gets the ball from Kaiser and is ready to play by himself, but my boy Corona comes up and decided he was gonna side with Isagi, and those two were destroying Mannheim. And once Isagi went for the goal, Kaiser came out of nowhere and stole the goal from him, and it turns out Kaiser predicted all of this the whole time. That just shows how much of a gap there was in their skill. Isagi realized that instead of stealing the ball from Kaiser, he should just see exactly what he does differently to be that good. Isagi studies Kaiser for a little bit, but he soon realizes that Kaiser doesn't even look at the ball. He just pays attention to everyone on the field. Isagi finds out it's not Kaiser's impact, and it's actually Kaiser's eyes that they call metavision. Spatial awareness, perception, football IQ, it's all just pieces to metavision that Kaiser uses. With the Kaiser impact, Kaiser finally becomes good with all those mitts together. Isagi uses all of this and realizes that metavision and direct shot would become his new formula, and he could beat anyone with it. Isagi thanks Kaiser for teaching him about metavision and that he was gonna crush him the whole game. The third matchup starts and Isagi is looking at the whole field to understand the flow of the whole game. Isagi then sees everything and everyone as if he had super senses. He finds exactly where Nadi is and steals the ball from him, and then disses on Nadi. He runs to score the goal and he realizes that the brand new football he has entered. Isagi's new metavision offense was activated and tells Corona to follow him through the middle. He minimizes everything to make the perfect plays. He sees everything, including himself as data on the field, and he uses himself as a pawn. He even uses Kunidami as bait while hyping himself up. Once he got to the goal, he was about to use his new direct shot, but Kaiser finally shows up and welcomes him to metavision. But Isagi says screw you and shoots anyway. But Kunidami shows up once again and steals the point. Isagi then gets really pissed and tells Kaiser that he will kill him, even if it's the last thing he does. Noel Noah is even excited for the brand new Isagi Yoichi. Isagi settles down and realizes that Itoshi Sai also uses metavision in the Japan U20 game, and starts feeling the effects of metavision as he was really tired. Ryo realizes what is happening with Isagi and decides to copy his style. Once the game starts back up, Isagi decides to dominate with all his new senses. Isagi now sees how Noel Noah played and analyzed everything that was happening. Isagi was trying to steal the ball, but him and Kaiser both thought the same. Ryo soon gets the ball and starts to dominate with Nadi. Isagi and Kaiser both think the same again and tries to block Nadi, but Nadi passes it back to Ryo, and Ryo activates metavision for the first time and makes a perfect pass to Nadi. In a 1v1 scenario with Isagi versus Nadi, Isagi tries to keep getting the ball from Nadi, but he's one step ahead and Nadi even beats Kaiser and scores an awesome goal. Isagi gets pissed realizing that Nadi just became world class, but Isagi realizes the truth behind Nadi's goal and says there's no value in a goal that you can't reproduce, and there won't be any more miracles for you two. Chris Prince finally decides to join the match, and Noel Noah does the exact same. We then see Yukimiya get frustrated as he hasn't done anything the whole match, and decides to put his life on the line in this final matchup because of his disease. Noel says he will team up with whoever plays the most logically. Isagi starts analyzing everything, trying to live up to Noel's expectations. Then Kaiser and Chris start fighting, but after some time, Ryo again gets the ball and unleashes his Metavision. Chidori soon gets the ball and is charging, but Utemiya stops him. But sadly, Chidori gets past him, but Kaiser was there criticizing him the whole time. Chidori passes the ball to Chris Prince, and the matchup between the world's number 1 and world's number 2 started. But it was too late as Chris already shot the ball with his new weapon, and even Gadamari was scared, but Isagi knew what was happening and finally devoured the world's number 2. Corona soon gets the ball and him and Isagi start running to the goal, but Utemiya steals the ball because he's running out of time. Utemiya was destroying all of Manshine City and shoots a gyro shot, but Chris stops him and calls it pathetic. Isagi is still pissed about Nagi and Utemiya, but while that's happening, Ryo fights with Utemiya and steals the ball. While all that's happening, Isagi realizes he needs to be the protagonist and uses his Metavision with 1 minute left. Ryo is destroying all of Bastard Munchen with his Metavision, and once he's about to pass, Isagi intercepts it, but Chris gets the ball and Noel fights with him once again. And the ball's going all over the place, like to Chidori, then Corona, then Adi, and then finally Kaiser. But Ryo sees that the gods have become his ally, and gets the ball back and shoots, but Gadamari blocks it. Nagi comes out of nowhere and is about to score an awesome goal again, and says 100 points to Ryo, but Isagi shuts him down and says, no, 0 points. I already told you idiots that there won't be any more miracles. And he sees he can even crush 2 protagonists, and says he will become the main protagonist. He realizes that all his scoring options was nothing, and he realizes he needs a better physical body to keep up with Metavision, and realizes he's too weak. Ryo gets in front of Isagi, but gladly, the god himself, Noel is there and decides to ally with Isagi in the match. Noel and Isagi go through everyone, and Noel even coaches Isagi some more and tells Isagi to go with what he desires most. Isagi says he wants to fucking destroy Kaiser, and with that, and soon Corona joins the picture. They get to the scoreline meanwhile Utemiya is getting jealous and declares he wants to devour Isagi. Ito is watching Isagi closely, but Kaiser catches up to Isagi, but out of nowhere, Noel was there to stop him, but once again, Isagi gets through Kaiser. But once Isagi gets through Kaiser, Chidori was there, but Isagi easily crushed Chidori and Nagi. Isagi is about to score, but Utemiya shows up ready to kill Isagi. But Isagi already knew that and used him as bait. At that point, Utemiya realizes the gap between them. The world's number 2 catches up with Isagi, but Noel shuts him down once again. Isagi is ready to score, but fucking Kaiser shows up and pushes Isagi out the way so he couldn't hit a direct shot. But Isagi had a backup plan and passed it to Utemiya, and Isagi calls Kaiser a clown to his story. Utemiya shoots the shot and mates it, letting Bastard Munchen win with making the game 3-2, making Isagi the best player in Blue Lock at that moment. Sadly, right now he's ranked number 4 with 50 million, and number 1 is with 100 million, and that is the GOAT Baro. But hey, I know he'll get there soon with the Nets match, because that's gonna be fire. But this video did take a lot of time, and I would love it for you guys to like and subscribe, since it takes hours to get these videos out. And I would appreciate it a lot, and make sure to join my Discord in the description down below also, and check out all my other videos, they're pretty cool.